Well, hello everyone. Commissioner Jeannie McQueenie here. I'm joined today with Chief of Police Greg Knott, the Basalt Chief of Police. Welcome, Greg.
Thank you for having me.
So I thought maybe you could just talk a little bit about how the citizens are and how you guys are responding to this COVID-19, how things are going in the Roaring Fork Valley.
Yeah, well, once again, thanks for having me. And I think it's really important because 77% of our population lies within Eagle County over here in the Roaring Fork Valley. So a large portion of the town falls under the orders that Eagle County puts out. So it's wonderful to be able to get out and speak to the entire community. So in the Roaring Fork Valley right now, we're trying to continue our efforts of education, trying to work with business owners that are open, working with individuals that are out, getting exercise or outside of their homes, and just continue that education about social distancing, the need for it, and the necessity for it to keep each other safe. And that's a message that we're really pushing right now and really stressing to individuals and business owners and business managers that are open.
Well, appreciate everything you're doing. And we talk about the fact that you in particular have a more difficult job because you do have to sort of integrate what the state orders are, what Eagle County orders are, and what Pickens County's orders are. And they vary. I know with our latest orders, we've tried to align a little bit more with the state, but there still are some differences. And so that education piece that you're doing is really the most helpful.
Yes, yeah, it is definitely challenging having the county line run through town with Pickens County closing pretty much all construction. Eagle County still allowing that to continue, and having those conversations with the construction crews and the large companies that are operating within Eagle County to educate their workers and educate staff. And it's just pushing the message of we're all in this together and we all need to work together, and how can we each collaboratively assist each other to get through this. None of us have a crystal ball, and
Right.
we're all trying our best just to help out our communities and help out our greater communities. And the town of Basalt considers this portion of Eagle County as part of our community. So how can we help Eagle County outside of the town limits of Basalt and the residents and the businesses there too? So it's that collaborative, cooperative effort that we're all trying to do. And I greatly appreciate what you all are doing and the leadership that you and the county commissioners of Eagle, Public Health Department, and the EOC over in Eagle are doing. They're doing a wonderful job getting us information and supporting us.
Yeah, I am hopeful that this latest public health order that has a lot more guidance in terms of if you're a business and you're staying in business, how are you documenting that you're able to maintain that social distancing and the other parts of the public health order? And so by the end of the week, businesses are going to have to be able to post that. And that may help you. I don't know. It's a one more piece of that you can look to and say, well, can you document how you're doing these things?
Yeah, and I had a convenience gas station manager speak with me today about where do I find that information and how do I do that. So they're learning as they go too, just like all of us are. So I believe there's a great effort being made by all of our business community to do what's required under those orders, and also do the right thing and try and work through that. So we'll get there. We just have to keep trying to help them out and help ourselves out.
Yeah, I think if you think back just a month ago, people didn't even understand the terminologies we use now. Flatten the curve and social distancing were not part of our vocabulary. We wouldn't have known. And so it's through education that you're doing when you run into citizens out there and people that live in the Roaring Fork Valley to help them understand what this all means. And so people are getting it. And the next, I think, big hurdle in terms of communication will be on the non-medical cloth facial cover. And so people are concerned about, are they doing that right? Are the people across the street doing that right? And so it is another big push communication wise.
It really is. And, we rely heavily on the health departments over here in Basalt for Pickens County Health, Eagle County Health to be pushing that information out and what is what's a good alternative to a medical or a surgical mask that they can utilize. I wish I had that knowledge. I don't. My learning curve throughout this has been off the charts, just as everyone else's. So we have those experts in those fields that can provide that direction. We just have to find the best way to get that information out to our communities, both in Spanish and English, to serve our Spanish-speaking
Mhm.
population, and make sure that information is readily available for them. So all the efforts, all the web pages, everything. We're over here in Basalt. I was just going out today, putting up new banners in Spanish and English. We're putting out
Thank you.
signages, stressing the importance of social distancing to get that in their forethought. Because as you said a month ago, that wasn't even they didn't know what that meant. So as we continue to work through this to educate, I think people are learning and they're figuring that out too.
And I really do have to hand it to the residents that I run into. Everyone is trying, and it is an education piece, but then they are trying because this is not easy. And every time we issue new public health orders, people need to adjust to them, and often people are not happy because it curtails something that they were doing. And so we really do appreciate you being on the front lines and helping with that education and compliance piece.
Yeah, and just as and everyone that has as kids living at home, I have a 17 and a 19-year-old that are back from school. My daughter's
Oh
back,
dear.
my son's at home. So I go home and have these same conversations with them, stressing the importance of it, and trying to get our younger populations to really understand what that means. And it's very impactful to them, and trying to help them through what we're all going through. So just keep communicating, everyone, and keep asking the questions, and the answers are there. And if we can help, let us know, and we can help guide you to those answers too.
Well, I really do appreciate your time and I appreciate all of the work that you're doing. Is there any final words for the folks in the Roaring Fork Valley?
Nope, let's just all continue to work together to get through this. And there's been some really good things that have come out of this. I've seen more people out exercising. I've seen more people waving. I've seen more smiles. I've not seen as much of this on their cell phone. They're out in public. So let's embrace that, and let's welcome each other from that distance, and be that assurance for that next person, and give them a smile, because a lot of people need that right now.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you spending a few minutes with me. You have a
Thank you
good,
so
safe
much.
afternoon.
You also too. Bye bye.